All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Ouran
High School Host Club, episode 17.
We got a wonderful episode last week with Hikaru and Haruhi. Hikaru learned some lessons, some very important ones.
Indeed.
And Haruhi didn't even need to hear the apology. No. But Hikaru said it, because it was also for him.
Yes.
Good stuff.
So,
Good stuff.
Arai and Arai, the childhood friend.
Yes.
Still that whole little thing going on here.
Situation.
So we can maybe continue this a little bit.
Possibly.
Unless we're going like directly back to the academy, and we'll see.
Who knows?
Who knows? I would love to see a little bit more of this like in-depth like frustrations with regards to some of the characters' crushes on Haruhi.
So basically focusing on anyone but Kyouya.
Well, I mean, yes, basically. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, actually, no. What am I talking about?
Honey Senpai.
Yeah,
crushing.
Honey Senpai in Takashi.
Takashi! There's possibility,
okay,
actually.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Takashi!
Yeah,
it's possible.
It might be a
it's
little
possible.
something.
But, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Yes!
Okay.
Kyouya, focus! Ha! Oh!
ついさっきまで家で寝ていたはずでは。いや、違うな。玉木が何か叫んでいたような。確か、なんとか店に行くとかどうとか。
Oh, okay. So it's not a flashback. Okay.
面白そうだろ、京也。貧しい庶民はたびたびこうした催し物を開いて旅行に行けない虚しさを癒していると。そこで我々は庶民文化を身をもって体感し、2学期からは春日の心情をより理解して部活に臨むというプロジェクトを立ち上げた。
Commoners culture!
ほらほら、最後の日に昼近くまで寝ていていいと思ってるのか？
言っておくが、俺が寝たのは明け方5時だ。
Whoa!
だいたい誰の許可を得て人の寝室に。
Hypothetical evil lord. Even Takashi.
お前が言うな。
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
庶民ネタはいい加減飽きが来てるんだよ。
Oh.
マンネリ人間め。
Ah!
生きたきゃ。
Formulaic moron.
勝手にしていいのか？
Might summon a certain somebody.
Yeah.
よし、低血圧魔王様のお許しが出たぞ。
Oh my god. I love the way he took that.
No.
Will literally suit himself. I love how Tamaki's like, wait, we can really like do whatever we want?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well,
Okay
then in
with
that
that?
case.
Well, then here we go. So he literally was sleeping until just a minute ago.
なんか同じ服いっぱい売ってんの。
High schoolers, university students.
Mass production!
待て待て、ペットショップがある。
Oh,
ペットショップに行くのだ。
oh God.
This is amazing!
This is like some Weekend at Bernie's stuff.
Yes,
The dead person that they're carrying around
Right.
everywhere.
Right, exactly.
But now he has come back to life.
なるほど。
Ah,
そういうわけか。
perfect memory.
電話して車を回させるか。
No,
Uh-oh.
no phone. He's like, I am going to cut a bitch now.
Does he also not have his wallet?
Oh, no wallet either. Oh!
Shit.
Oh!
ごめんなさい。
玉木のやつめ。絶対に殺す。
He's had it coming for a long time.
Haruhi?
なんでこんなところに。
Whoa!
Perfect, you ran into the one sane person of the group.
Save me, Haruhi.
ある日、所持金いくらだ？
は？
Huh?
Wow. I love it. I love it. And this
A
is
reluctant day
this is
out.
how they'll go on a date, even though
Fast food!
Yeah.
こ
Yes!
んなところでいいんですか？
Good old
レスト
McDonald's.
ランもありますけど。
領収書はもらっておけよ。
So I can pay
I
you
will
back.
reimburse
玉木
you.
に10倍返し
Oh!
させる。
There we go.
ああ、来なきゃよかった。ちょっと物産展を覗こうと思っただけなの。
Oh!
So she also
So she
wanted to
would have
go.
bumped into them!
Yeah.
しかもめちゃめちゃ機嫌悪いし。
So if not for running into Kyouya, she would have
Oh
run
my
into the rest
god.
of them.
How do you place your order?
Yeah.
なんだ
あ、いえ、意外に豪快に食べるなと思っ
I'm
て。
hungry.
も
Yeah.
っと上品に食べるイメージがあったし、こういうのはお口に合わないかと。
別に口には合わないが、おごってもらって文句を言うほど非道な人間だと
思ってますけど。
それに上品だろうが下品だろうが、ここでは誰の目も気にする必要がない。
Wow. Wow. Okay.
言っとくが、こんなところで上品ぶっても何のメリットもないって意味だぞ。お前に礼を尽くしても何の利益もないだろう。
Right. Right. Right.
ああ、そうですか。そうですよね。利益がないとこうまで無関心になれるものなのか。普段と全然違う。
Yeah.
いらっしゃいませ。
He's making money.
ホ
Yeah.
ストみたいな玉木先輩とは大違いだな。なんで
Yes.
仲がいいんだろう。
なぜ玉木なんか
Because
と
Tamaki
仲
makes
が
it
いい
easy
か
for
と
him.
聞かれれば
Like he's
Wow,
reading
wow.
your
完全
mind.
に思考を
Yeah.
読まれてる。もはやテレパシーレベル。
答えは簡単だ。利益があるからだよ。俺はそれ以外の理由じゃ動かない。エゴイストだからな。俺たちはまず互いへの利益があってこそつるんでいる。お互いの家の関係や、
Ooh,
そこ
wait
で
a
各人
minute.
が置かれてる事情と、
Wait a minute.
まだまだお前の知らないことがいろいろあるってことだ。
So then why do you hang out with her?
Well, that's
玉
not
木の
his
バカは
choice
時々
necessarily.
利益がなくても行動しているがな。
Yeah. There it
確
is.
かに俺と玉木は1ミリも同じところがないな。
Maybe with regards to Haruhi.
京也先輩にはお兄さんが2人いるんですよね。どんな人なんですか？
Okay.
do it.
Okay. What kind of people are they?
優秀な人たちだよ。父の期待に無難に応えられるくらいにはね。
Well.
三男にはそれ以上のものが期待される。
いろいろ大変なんですね。
そうか？これ以上面白いゲームはないと思っているが。
Ooh, game.
奥さんお目が高いね。
What? Who is that?
Somebody knows.
先輩？
Oh,
Family
drama.
friend, maybe?
Who could it be?
先輩？
Mother, what are you doing here?
Yeah, no, there's a part of me that wonders.
偽物ですよ。奥様。
Oh,
なんだと子供のくせにふざけんな。
Whoa!
okay.
本物はもっとグラデーションの根元がくすんでますし、塗り
わお
が綺麗すぎる。
Oh!
営業妨害で通報してやる。
そこの刻印も一部の払いが違いますね。本物なら証書があるはずです。
Oh!
一石鑑定にかけましょうか。
今日は店の方に動いてきて。
ああ、それでしたらうちは古くから小松家と交流がありますので、
Oh!
連絡を取って確認させますが、よろしいですね。あのご婦人は大手電機メーカーの会長夫人だよ。
Oh, I see.
俺も会うのは初めてだが、あの左手の指輪を見て分かった。
Damn!
うちの家とも取引の多い企業。
Oh!
Okay.
こんなところで大鳥家のおば
Wow. Wow.
あなたも
It's all
今度お宅のリゾート
It's
施
all
設をぜひ
political.
利用させていただくわね。
光栄です。
京
Damn.
也先輩は京也先輩でしかないのか。
Oh my god, okay.
He's good though.
だけどさっきは
He couldn't see the ring at that time.
よくわからんな。コーンスナックをわざとメロンの味にしているのは、実際はメロンでない以上、違和感を感じるだけ
It
ではない
does.
のか。
It does.
それなりに興味深い感想です。
Hey, she's using his
笑うと
line.
ころか？
Using his
い
line.
やだってさっき1ミリも同じところがないとか言ってたのに、
Oh!
先輩みたいなこと言ってます。
Yeah! Oh!
Hmm.
Perfect!
確かにこういうのは玉木や双子たちが喜びそうだな。よし、買っていこ
For them.
う。財布。
ああそうだ。
Ah.
自分が払うんでしたね。
But don't worry. Eventually, Tamaki will pay for it.
Yes,
Out the
yes.
nose.
Yes. Tenfold.
Yep.
I just imagine her getting like the Venmo.
Yeah.
Oh.
And tenfold would probably still be chump change for them. They're just like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Oh.
Wait.
No way.
No.
Renga!
Renga's here.
Yes! Woo!
Yeah!
なぜレン君が
なんか最近ますます手広くやってる。
Her power is unlimited.
Yep.
子供たちよ、宿題もせず遊んでる悪い子のお前たちはもう
What?
帰れない。
What?
What? No! No! You are kidding
お
me!
前はオストレンジャーの影のリーダーと噂される。
This. Wait,
Ah!
that's the occult club guy, isn't it? Wait, where- yeah, it's the occult club guy.
京也先輩
Wait,
玉木先輩はきっと人助けにも利益を感じると思い
But
ます
what if?
俺にはあの子がお前と一緒に引きたがっているように見えたぞ。
Oh.
思い合う兄弟が一緒にい
All
られ
the
ない
things so
あって
far.
はならぬ大問題。そんなこと誰が決めた？何もしないうちに諦めてるのはお前の方だ。
Oh.
京也、すごいこと考えついたぞ。部を立ち上げよう。
Oh.
wait. Oh. Yes, he gets something out of it.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Ah. All right.
迷子の大鳥
あー
君保護者のスオ様が
So summer.
お待ちです京也君は身長
180 centimeters.
特徴はメガネ
Wow.
いいのに迷子ですって
He's going to kill Tamaki now. Yes.
Brutally.
And the dog is still following Tamaki.
And it's got a bow.
He's crying.
無事だったかってなんで春日が
Shink,
一緒に
shink, shink.
いいだろ。さっき屋上のペットショップ
What?
やったのだ。
Okay.
やめろアントマネットあじゃ
Antoinette. Oh my god.
こんなバカと俺のどこが似ている？
さっきのご婦人を助けた時指輪を見て決めたっていうの、あれ嘘ですよね。最初にあのご婦人を見かけた時指輪なんて見えませんでした。手
Yeah.
前に上りがかかってましたから、先輩がわざとエゴイストとして振る舞うのは
Oh. Oh. Yes.
違和感を感じます
Yes. Your dad's not here.
That's
それ
true.
なりに興味深い感想だ。
Sasuga Kyouya-chan.
As expected of Haruhi. Yeah.
Right.
I want a part 2 of this.
Me too.
I don't think we're gonna get it,
I don't think so either.
but I really want one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think for the most part, the families of the host club members aren't going to be dealt with unless it's Haruhi's dad, right? But the effects that they have on the host club members, that will be dealt with.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh boy,
This was a good episode.
this is a good episode.
This was a really good episode.
Talk about antics and and the reasoning by which we get into the situation that the episode takes place. Like Kyouya just stay up till 5 a.m. last night. Don't touch me. Don't come near me. Just do whatever you want.
Yep. Oh, you said you could do whatever you want.
All right.
So, okay. Well,
Get the Kyouya backpack. You
Yep,
know,
yep.
like
I think this mangaka is inspired with how they come up with the settings for the antics.
oh yeah,
Like not the antics themselves, because those are good. Those are good and great. They're wonderful. But also just the way in which they build up to the antics. Just the whole thing of him like, I was sleeping. Why am I here?
Yep.
Oh, Tamaki did something. Oh, Tamaki wants to understand the cultural aspect of commerce so that they can understand Haruhi a little bit more. So we're going to go to
Yep.
this little exhibit thing with a bunch of products because that's how commoners like to feel like they're traveling without actually traveling.
Right. And oh my god, I love the idea that one, like all of this happens, right?
Yes,
and Kyouya's so pissed off at them, and you know, and Honey's like, what are you talking about? Being so grouchy when you wake up? And it's like, yeah, rich coming from you.
Yeah.
But then the idea that also Tamaki apparently is really, really doing a good job because Haruhi also goes there.
Yeah.
Like, it is directly a way to understand Haruhi better because, yeah, she is actually interested in things like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. I also really like the fact that we actually get to see where Kyouya sleeps. This is something that I find to be rather fascinating, given that this is the kind of character study of Kyouya. And if you look at his room, it's about as like practical as it gets. There's like nothing on the wall. Everything looks uniform. Yeah, the art looks like it's primarily a mood setter. Like at the very least.
Just to add some color into the room to differentiate from like,
Yeah, but very basic, rudimentary.
And I'm not sure if this is actually his regular room or if this is the summer home thing, you know, that like they all have.
Who knows? But this is a place that they have free reign to come inside without
how they got in here, who knows?
Issues or what have you.
You know, they did.
But yes, this is the full unveiling of the Kyouya demon.
Oh.
But is Kyouya actually that much of a devil or a demon? Because when we see him here, he's having a pretty rough day of it thus far.
Oh, just
he had really shitty sleep, right?
Yep, awful sleep.
His over-the-top idiot friends come in there, arrest him from his bed, and at, of course, Tamaki's behest, so he's like, I am going to kill Tamaki. Like,
right. Yeah.
I love the fact that Tamaki is actually dragging him around.
Yes.
Having him sleeping, like, just on his back there, but then gets so excited about something, he nonchalantly drops him at some bench and forgets that he's there.
Yep. Like, Tamaki, you don't deserve a dog. Like, I'm worried that dog might starve.
Yeah, the dog will be taken care of by the host club. That's probably where the dog will have to stay.
That's true. By the host club, and then also probably by the army of maids and servants at the home.
That's probably going to be
because otherwise that dog would go feral, needing to figure out how to defend for itself. Because
for itself,
do the fending for itself.
Right.
Yeah.
I see. Yes.
Because Kyouya just gets plopped into this situation where, you dressed me, but you didn't give me my wallet or phone and then left me here. I'm in an unfamiliar place. I definitely can't walk home. Who knows how far away?
Well, no, he said this is the shopping mall we're at. This is a walking distance from home. I could walk home, but I'm going to call a car.
No. I thought for sure he said that it's too far to walk.
No. He said that. At the Izumi Shopping Center. That's not within walking distance of home. Oh, I thought he said that is within walking distance. Okay.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, I can't contact them. I can't get food. I haven't eaten anything today. Right. Like, all right. I guess this is what I'm dealing with.
And who should bump into him but Haruhi? So let's have our straight man and our definitely not straight man have a conversation together here. I was definitely waiting for that, like, in the discussion opportunity. Yes. Once I saw that these two were just hanging out one-on-one, I'm like, because it's the straight man and the not straight man.
Because in this reverse harem where things are flipped on their head, what is the dynamic of the relationship between the two of them? Because with some of the characters, the reverse harem aspects of it are weaker than others, right?
Definitely.
Honey and Haruhi, for instance, no romantic interest there on either side, right?
Yeah.
Takashi, maybe a little bit. It's hard to tell, But
there's a lot of instances where you could see that Takashi definitely has positive association to when he's getting to spend time with Haruhi, but he doesn't actively seek
positive feelings and sometimes maybe thoughts about Haruhi, right? Like cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But as far as Kyouya
had his little encounter with Haruhi within the room when they were having thunderstorms.
They have an understanding of each other for sure.
Right.
But as far as like why Kyouya would actually like appreciate Haruhi, there's no real reason for them to be friends. It is strictly until now, I feel like, a relationship of convenience because
of the host club.
She's at the host club. And the
Which
only
is
reason why
because
he
of
wants her to be
Tamaki.
in the host club is because she actually did break the vase, or the vase or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And it was a lot of money. And hey, she does bring money into the host club, so there you go. Right?
Yeah.
And maybe she makes Tamaki a little bit more manageable,
I think that's the part where things get a little bit interesting, is you see a very clear exception that's made, and Haruhi has noticed it, is that with Tamaki, no, you actually seem to do a lot of things that don't benefit you. Kyouya.
That's curious.
What's that about?
Is there some value that I don't perceive that isn't immediately obvious, that maybe goes beyond fiscal and tangible?
Maybe emotional?
No, he doesn't have those. No.
But that's the thing, right?
No.
Yeah.
He's strictly cold and calculating and egoist and all about the business, and there's nothing else to it.
Just as his father would want him to be.
Just as his father would want him to be. And he definitely doesn't go to the place where Haruhi's father works specifically to vent or have some change of pace or to, have a spot where he can feel like he can be a bit more of himself.
Yeah. Because as
Definitely
we know,
not.
at
Definitely
the
not.
Whack-Donalds that they were at, basically, there was a very definite drop in persona.
Yep.
Because he doesn't need to perform here.
Right. And there was almost and it wasn't just no need to perform, but like a chip on the shoulder with not needing to perform.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, and part of it, yes, he's been having a terrible day and he's going to kill Tamaki.
He's having a terrible day.
He's having a terrible day. And Tamaki, fear for your life the next time that this boy sees you, right? That being said, though,
yes,
there was some bite to the things that he
yes.
did and said. Like, where's that coming from, my man?
Yeah.
Like maybe there's some part within yourself that you aren't fully accepting about the fact that you need to put up the facades. So the real you actually gets maybe a little bit jaded, perhaps. But then at the same time, you're hanging out in this place with these people that are so idiotically goofy and maybe fun. Is it possible
that you just wanted brothers? That you wanted maybe a family?
Yeah.
That you wanted a place where you could perform in any way that you wanted? Where you were maybe the one that everyone expected,
also
nothing from, but also you were
they
so
knew they
dependable
could depend
that
on.
they needed you.
Right. And is it possible that when your father said, "Oh, just keeping at the top of the class won't be enough"?
Yeah.
Is it possible that maybe he wasn't meaning that he wanted you to open a host club?
Yeah.
I get the feeling that he probably had something else in mind when he was saying that's not going to be enough to impress me.
Oh, of course.
Like, I would, the main reason actually why I feel like I would love to see Kyouya's dad is just to see how he responds to Tamaki in the host club and just their whole existence. Because
now, there is a family dynamic here that is a little bit tricky. And that's something that Kyouya basically said, you don't know anything about that, and thus you're a little bit unequipped with regards to the knowledge of how that dynamic works. And I think that is something that they'll get into eventually. Because there are family dynamics that they've already revealed that are definitely left open intentionally.
Yes.
Tamaki's is one for sure, in that his father is like the chairman of Ouran Academy.
Yeah.
Then there's also the dynamics of families where there's really tight-knit relationships that go beyond the school entirely, like with Takashi
And
and Honey Senpai.
Yep.
So there could be a lot more going on with this as well, and he is actually keeping maybe a bit of a good family image on his side of things with maybe the families that these boys represent.
Possibly.
So there's a lot of this that could be some deep, long, super scheme con by Kyouya to be like, no, I'm helping the family. And I'm still trying to seek out daddy's approval.
Right. Well,
but I'm doing it my way.
Right. Is this something where it's, no, I don't actually care about the host club. I'm doing this in order to keep relations good. Or is it also or is it instead I want to hang out with the host club and have this family, but it'll be pretty hard to justify it to Dad.
Yeah.
So
I need to have some pretty good
to,
excuses.
Right. In order to make this not seem like a rebellious phase that'll piss him off.
I'm making money.
I'm doing a long-term investment.
Mm-hmm. I'm showcasing that I am actually a really good person with regards to how I manage money, business stuff, and things like that.
They trust me. In fact, they are eager to offload that kind of stuff to me.
Yeah,
it could be very good for business relations in the future.
The little bit with the lady who's like the head of the electronics company or what have you, the wife of the head of the electronics company. I really liked it as a simple little like, hey, whoa, you're lying, Kyouya. You didn't see the ring.
Right.
You acted before that, probably because you like actually pulling not just helping people, but pulling your massive intelligence and education and wealth and status and all that over.
Settle down, con man.
Yeah. You're like, hold on. From one schemer to another, get good, scrub, you know?
Right.
And so he just rinses the guy, ruins potentially his whole life right there.
Certainly this business endeavor.
Well, right, but he might go to jail or something for whatever he's doing because he's selling forgeries.
Yeah.
So the store could be held liable for putting him up there.
Right, I'm curious how that goes, but yeah.
Point being, he liked it probably just enough to do that.
Sure.
Just with how he was presenting himself in it.
Well, but
then came up with the excuse because of him seeing the ring afterwards.
And also maybe that old lady looked like she was actually going to buy them.
Yes. I definitely think that he was trying to help her in some way.
And okay, all right, she's got the ring. All
right.
There we go.
Okay.
Oh, she could have burned the money anyways. Like, she could have taken 10 times that amount of money and set it on fire and would have been totally fine.
And we know that he's not lying about the ring thing there, which would have been a really cool way for him to be like, no, I just thought of that on the spot, and I did that to lie to Haruhi. Right. But she went to Kyouya and was like, oh, thank you, appreciate for the help. So it's good seeing an Otori boy here. It's like, oh, and you're incognito as well? Yeah. It's also just as a random little funny thing, I have bumped into so many, like not really so many, probably about 4 or like 3 or 4 different celebrities where they're incognito basically in like summer towns and stuff like that, where it's just like
Robin
we're
Williams.
totally
okay.
Yeah. I had
Robin Williams.
Yeah, I had an encounter with Robin Williams and his wife, and in this little summer place and stuff. And I told my sister,
she freaked out.
She freaked out. It was the funniest thing. I'm like, Robin Williams is amazing, but like they're very much trying to be like shush, like don't make any things or whatever.
Sunglasses and all that stuff and everything, so it's like covers up a lot of the face and
yeah. But okay. But the sudden arrival of Renga though was most.
That was
out
great.
Of the blue.
And the
random
Ouran Sentai host rangers.
Yes.
And I'm positive that that's the occult dude.
I think you're right.
He was so obsessed with like, host, black, like darkness and all of that.
Yeah, I think you're right, because if I look at the bit that they have
with like the hair coming out the back, like I feel like that's him, but I'm not sure. It could be a part
of his frill or what have you, but
also like who would Renga like rope into this,
Right.
So, oh man.
But I love how they think that like, wait a minute, because of this, then wait, where is Kyouya?
Yeah.
And then maybe thinking for a second, they're like,
because the color-coded one for the color black is suddenly not here.
Right.
Hold on. Wait.
They're like, is this Kyouya? Wait, no. Wait, where is he?
We left him on the bench.
Yeah. Okay. So then Haruhi calls him out. Mm-hmm. And I love this bit here, and I almost want to just play it over from the get-go here. It says, there's something to be gained from helping others. It's probably true for him, but not for me. It says, then what is there for you to gain, Kyouya-senpai,
Yeah.
Well, what is there? Wealth or fame? Some sort of actual, tangible gain?
Doesn't show the eyes hidden behind opaque lenses.
Tanuki-senpai feels benefited from doing things that I don't see as having any point. Which is like, well, yes, because he's a goofy goober like that.
Right.
But I think you're a lot like him. And then... we end up having flashbacks of sorts to a bunch of moments
all the times
that we've seen basically in this show thus far.
Right.
And then some that we haven't actually seen. Ones that we can assume happened based on, like, I want to start a club,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these little moments. And this is the guy that you've basically chosen as your leader, the one that you're helping with all of this.
But what do you get out of it? Well,
no answer.
Maybe that's just for him.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta say, the Haruhi faces were on point this episode. Like, in general, this show gives some pretty wonderful faces to the characters, and Haruhi, as the resident straight man of the group,
right,
has some excellent just reaction faces. But it felt like they were constantly happening this episode, and a lot of them because of the things that Kyouya was doing, where it's I'm kind of like putting you down by the things that I'm saying, but very, very indirectly, probably not even realizing it.
Do you want to see a little bit of little character animation thing here that's really subtle? Watch Haruhi's mouth here when she's talking about what he's
just seems unnatural.
Acting like an egoist just seems unnatural. Did you see the slightest little smile as she walked away there?
Hey!
So, one of the things that... she shot that high! Got him. So, I think that Kyouya is meant to fit the cool guy archetype, as the show has kind of told us.
The girls definitely swarm him.
And they swarm him, and in some ways because of it. He has that air of confidence and that tall... just
to the
regal countenance.
To the point that someone mistook him for a visual novel character.
Yep.
That's saying something.
That is saying something. But if his character in the Ouran, host club kind of setup here is the cool guy.
Right.
Just in general. He's the cool guy.
Yes.
But he's also the manager. I think this part of your act, Kyouya, is where it's just flat out fake. It's just not real. You're just putting it on too hard.
Which part?
You should basically the part of the egoist, basically.
Oh, sure.
Like that part specifically.
Well, right. And the fun way that you could interpret that in a way so that it still is.
It still is.
And this gets into the whole philosophy that no one does anything truly selflessly,
yes,
right? There's
always
even if it's charity, right? They feel good as a result of that, so they're getting something out of it, right? But with being an egoist,
it works the other way, kind of.
It kind of does work the other way. Like
that's exhausting to try and figure out how everything is in your best interest by doing it. Yeah.
But also at the same time, feels good to stick it to the man, to my old man. Feels good to have a family. Feels good when I see Tamaki doing that stupid smile of his.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels good.
Yeah.
Who's the dog? And I don't mean in a derogatory way.
No,
I mean
I know
like
what you
the
mean.
puppy, right?
Right.
Because Tamaki, right, we have definitely set him up as he's the puppy. Woof, woof. Right. And
he literally does that.
And Kyouya just can't say no. Even Kyouya, right?
Yep.
Well, that means he must get something that he feels is pretty tangible from that smile.
Yeah, and that's kind of special.
Yep. And Haruhi sees that, and way to go for catching that little smirk. Cause I did not see that.
Yeah, that was just such a small little thing. I'm just like, She's like, I know.
It's all good. I won't tell anyone your secret.
And one of the things that I think might be, this might be too deep of a cut.
Okay.
But he might actually just like Tamaki as well.
Oh, wait.
Kyouya. Like, he likes him. Like, he actually, like has feelings for him.
Oh, no, that's what I'm assuming.
Oh, no. I know, but I'm meaning, like, if he does, though. How does that make him as a character feel when then Tamaki, who definitely does not have feelings for him, then has another person come in who he then starts to, in some ways, maybe replace Kyouya with?
And how does that play into... Well, right, because Kyouya probably was definitely the straight man before. He was the biggest voice of reason, because Takashi doesn't say anything. So, yeah. how does that fit into your egoist, everything for your own benefit?
Uh-huh.
How does Haruhi fit into that?
Yeah.
How does your interactions with Tamaki fit into that? When you do things to help him keep Haruhi at the club.
Yep. Exactly. And I think
something to think about.
I think her smile was kind of a thing of like, not only do I get it with regards to this thing of here where you were obviously lying about the woman there.
But thanks.
But thank you. Because I remember the point where maybe your frustrations about the whole thing with the beach.
Sure.
Kind of played into this here.
Yeah. Right, because I was causing discomfort
for
Tamaki. So as a result,
you got really frustrated at me.
Yeah,
because
sure.
that hurts you.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So,
I love it.
There's some pretty cool stuff there. But, y'all, this is a really good episode. I want a part 2 of this. So the way they can get a part 2 of this and not actually have it be a real part 2, because they're definitely probably going to just go on to the next whatever sitcom kind of episode will be. They can have Tamaki focus and have Kyouya kind of be partly wrapped into that as well.
Sure.
Could be some cool stuff, like the club's really cool origins and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like
that'd be a good way to do it.
Getting at least a scene that's beyond just a, hey, like where we can assume that then they started the club. Like, that would be really nice to have before the show's over. We don't need it.
We don't.
But it'd be cool.
But I would like it.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there. And all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
Stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yes, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.